Oh my gosh, guys, it worked.
I had a blast. I've missed this studio so much. I would take this opportunity to share a little bit more about the house. Crazy story. Hi friends, welcome back. A notary just left my house, which is like the most adult sentence I could ever say out of my mouth in my life. And we signed approximately 500 papers. It's been very exciting. I'm glad to have that done. And also I'm trying so hard to upload a campaign to Instagram and it's just stuck. So I figured I would just say hi while that uploads, and I'm really excited for this vlog. It's a weekend. We have fun things to do, maybe some DIYs, maybe some cleaning, going to the pottery studio, and also Hollister sent me over some things to try on with y'all because I'm getting to work with him on today's video, which is so fun. I broke into the package early to already wear something because it was just too cute. I couldn't help it. Oh, good, this posted. Okay, can we just start with a try on haul? Can we do that? That would be awesome. We got pants, jeans, dresses, tops. I think we try them all on in here, but the reason that I'm getting to do a little campaign with Hollister right now is because there's a really big sale that's about to happen. It's August 4th through August 13th, where the jeans are gonna start at 25 USD, and then almost everything else is 40% off. Prices I was already really impressed with, and then that discount on top of it is like, let's get to trying on. Okay. I'm gonna link all these things down below in the order that I try them on, just so that's easier to figure out which link is for which. But I decided that I wanted more dresses for the summer heat and more color. And the two things I always look for are square neckline and smocked, because it's so flattering. And this dress, sorry, don't be alarmed, has built-in shorts, which is so nice. That's the first thing. Okay, the next couple outfits are gonna be 2-for-1s. First off, I don't know why I didn't hop on the baby tee trend sooner. This is so cute. Yet again, a square neck, but I love the lace detail around the neckline and here. And it's cropped and it's pretty stretchy too, which makes it really comfortable and so flattering. And then the thing about me is your girl loves some wide flowy pants. These are some wide leg trousers. The material is very, very, very soft, and I love that they come in long. The pleats normally pull on trousers for me, but since these are wide leg, the pleats don't pull at all, which I very much appreciate. So this is quite a cute fit together. Another whole outfit. Okay, let's start with the top. This was actually inspired by Jacqueline. She wore a top almost exactly like this in Hawaii, and I thought it was so cute. And so when I saw this one on the Hollister website, I said, I want it. If you recently watched my closet clean out, you know that I kept some jeans that like fit, but they weren't necessarily comfortable. I was kind of torn. I was like, do I actually want to keep these because they're uncomfortable to wear? And then I found these, and like I said, during the sale, some of the jeans are starting at $25. These, the material is super lightweight. I think I'm just over rigid denim. I don't think I want any more rigid denim in my life, and this is the opposite of rigid denim. This is like so flexible. Excited about both these things. Okay, the reason I broke into this package early in another vlog was for these cargo pants. And I can confirm, after wearing them for a whole day, that A, they're so comfy, and B, I got so many compliments on them. And I love the way that they look with this top. This top is fun because it's like knitted crocheted. I just put like a white tank underneath it. I think I'm a cargo girl. Last but not least, ending on this midi dress. This one's giving like very mature and sophisticated. And I feel like there's good support because there's almost kind of like a bodice shaping, and the back is smocked yet again, which I think adds a lot of kind of customizable size. And there's this little slit. I'm really actually so pleased with this one too. Wow. I feel like it's really rare that everything in a first impression try on haul like is just perfect. I actually feel like that's really hard to do. I think it's finally time for us to try this DIY together. If you've been around for the last couple of vlogs, you know my plans to try to turn these into signs. One big one, just as is, by gluing smaller ones to the back. I finally got the caulk gun, but the other one, I want to try and roughly break it in half. I don't want it to be perfect, but I have no idea how to go about it. My first idea is take a hammer and maybe like a flathead, use it like a chisel on my patio. And if that doesn't work, my second idea is to curb stomp it. It's a bad idea. Might be a bad idea. Also, side note, I took a little break from burning my candles that I made at the beginning of the year, and I've been reburning them again this week because like I'm running low and I want to save them, you know? And it just makes me remember how much more I love the scent of this than any other candle I've ever had. And I want to know if you guys think I should ask Bailey of Bailey B if we could do another drop at some point. Her life has gotten really busy, so I haven't brought it up, but I am just so in love with it. So I don't know. You guys let me know. Okay, my confidence in this method is low. But let's just, oh gosh. Nope.
Neighbors are already looking at me.
I wonder if I just, I'm so worried I'm making too much noise. Oh.
It worked. Oh my gosh, guys, it worked.
Honestly, I thought it was gonna take way more attempts, but the shapes of these are beautiful and kind of exactly what I wanted, like very rustic. I have to decide which side I want the back to be of both of these. I'm gonna clean the backs, cut this, and just say a prayer and see what happens, basically. Let's give it a shot. Maybe I should knife it. Whoops. Okay. Been knifed. Okay. Okay, here's where we're at. I just basically caulked it super thick on the sides because no one's gonna see the back. And I'm praying that it just dries really well overnight. It's only been 15 minutes and they already like don't wobble at all, which I think is a good sign. And I have more of this left over. So I'm kind of considering, do I just do even more? Just like hold it in place as much as possible. Like especially these first couple don't have as much as the last ones. So maybe I will, but stickers don't get here until after I leave on my next trip. So I can't put the stickers on them yet. But the great news is after I put stickers on these, which are like 3D foam, just like cream colored, so hopefully they'll stand out. Then after the event, I could take the stickers off and they're reusable for other things. Like maybe even my own wedding, because as I've mentioned before, we're gonna be DIYing as much as possible because weddings nowadays apparently cost as much as a mortgage or down payment. So I'm gonna need all your crafty craft tips. And I'm probably gonna keep these for myself. Yay. To be honest, I was gonna save talking about this for tomorrow, so the second half of this vlog. But I'm feeling chatty and I just made my matcha. Let's see. Something about sitting down and like sipping my afternoon caffeine makes me wanna just sit and talk. So I would take this opportunity to share a little bit more about the house. Now that I've like signed with the notary, it's feeling a little more real. I'm gonna wait to show you like footage of the house until I know for sure we close. Just to, you know, make sure everything actually goes through because this is my first time doing this. I don't know, I'm just being so cautious because I don't know what the process looks like. But let's flash back to the day after Jordy proposes. We are in Fairhope with my family and his parents. We're all sitting on the porch, we're all just talking, and my parents bring up, if you guys are looking at buying a house anytime in the, you know, next year or two, whatever, if you see a property that is either like a duplex or has a guest house or an ADU or something, would you be interested in letting us know and maybe going in on it together? Because they were essentially like, we would love a spot out there. We've been looking for a spot to escape the Texas heat, and for them, it was a lot more financially possible and responsible to go in on something than to like buy a single property because single properties in that area are pricey. So I was like, actually, that would be so great for a lot of reasons. I'd be closer to y'all and that would be a dream. So whenever we get to that phase, like, yeah, literally mere days later, Jordy sends me this property that was just barely listed, and it was listed under value too, because apparently the sellers were trying to sell quickly because they had to move for a job. And I first saw the pictures and I said, I don't think this is, I think these are artistic renderings. I don't think this is a real house. I think that they might be trying to sell the land or something. First off, because it's just like way lower price point than I would have expected for this house. And second, it just looks too perfect. Like I shouldn't think it was real. And so we're on the phone together and he's like, no. I think this is, it says open house is happening right now. And he's like, I'm on the way to the beach with friends, but should I go to this open house? And I was like, I don't know. And he said, it ends in 20 minutes, but I'm 25 minutes away. And I was like, you know what? Sure, go for it. Go see if you can see it. This boy pulls up and his, I don't know if you guys know this, Jordy drives a total beater. He bought it for $2,000. It's a red Honda Fit. It is just like falling apart. He loves it because he's like, I can throw surfboards in the back and it doesn't matter. We'll see how long that car sticks around because I think it's on its last leg. But he pulls up in his beater car to like this like beautiful house. He's barefoot. He's in his orange like surf shirt. He has a zinc sunscreen across his face and he runs up and he's like, did I miss the open house? And the real estate agents are like, yeah, we just closed. Sorry. And he then FaceTimes me and he's like, oh, I barely missed it. And I don't know if they saw like, okay, he's talking to someone else. Like maybe he's normal, because we later found out there was a male real estate agent there that like pulled the girl aside and he's like, do you want me to stick around? Because like this guy like I just can't tell. She was like, I think it's fine. I think you can go. But anyways, she comes back to him and she's like, okay, we found out the sellers are actually like 10, 15 minutes away. I can show you the house real quick. And he's like, awesome. And he FaceTime shows me the house. So I haven't seen the house in person at all. And I'm asking her through FaceTime, I'm like, why is it listed so low? Are they trying to like create a bidding war? I'm not being like polite necessarily, because I think there's no way that we would ever get this house. So I'm like, they're trying to make a bidding war happen, right? And she's like, well, you know, they're trying to move for a job, so they're trying to get it sold. And then we forget about it because I'm like, I don't have a real estate agent out there. I've only been pre-approved in Texas. I don't have a lender out there. That was a year ago. I don't even know if it's still valid, blah, 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 blah. Dream house, but like it's no way would that work out. No way would that work out. Like 4 or 5 days goes by and I'm just thinking about this house because it's just so perfect. And so I pull it back up and I thought it would for sure at least say pending by now, but it doesn't. Text Jordy and I'm like, weird, the house doesn't say pending. And I thought it was gonna go like same day. And he said, let me just call the real estate agent and see what's up. He calls her. This day, by the way, is like noon, 2 p.m., the day before I'm leaving for Hawaii. We're leaving at like 5 a.m. the next morning. I'm trying to get things filmed. I'm trying to get the house clean. I'm trying to get packed. I'm trying to get ready to leave at 5 a.m. the next morning. And the real estate agent says, we are actually in the counter offer phase right now. If you want, we could still take an offer from you. We're just asking for best and final by the end of day today. And so he tells me that. I tell my parents that. We're all kind of like, oh man, I think we missed it. I don't think it's gonna work, whatever. And then I get on to therapy. I get onto a therapy session. I'm telling my therapist about this house and how it's like a dream, how it could totally be a forever home if it needs to be. Like, who knows? But like, there's enough space to have kids in it, blah, blah, blah. I tell her too, I'm like, the crazy thing is the mortgage would be the exact same amount that we're spending in rent right now for my apartment and Jordy's apartment. So combined, it's like no more expensive per month. Telling her all these things. And she's like, honestly, I would just go for it. And I was like, what? And she's like, sometimes you need to put the horse before the carriage. And like you said, you probably won't get it, but if you really like it, at least go for it. And then all your ducks are in a row for next time the perfect house pops up. And I was like, okay, I get off therapy. I call my parents and I'm like, my therapist says we should just go for it. And they're like, do you want to try? And I'm like, do you want to try? And we're all like, I guess what's the harm in trying? So we call back. The selling agent says, I know a girl that could represent you and get an offer in by end of day. And I'm like, well, I'm not pre-approved. And she goes, I know a lender that could at least get you a letter by end of day if you like really get all the things in. And I was like, you know what? Okay, let's try it. And so I just spend the next like 6 hours trying to get in all of the different documents to the lender, just trying to get it all figured out, talking to the real estate agent, figuring out what our offer is going to be, getting it all signed, blah, 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 blah. We submit it. And I will tell you in the next vlog too, that I told Jordy, I was like, you know what? I think you should write them a song. And he's like, okay. And I called the real estate agent. And I'm like, are we allowed? This is really weird. Are we allowed to submit a song with our offer? And she's like, never heard of that before, but there's nothing against that. So sure, can't guarantee they're going to listen to it, but if you want to submit it, sure. Jordy writes the song that makes me sob. It's just so beautiful. And we submit it, and we later find out that we weren't even the best offer, but the two sellers, they're these two incredible women, were dropping off their grandmother at the airport. And so the three of them play the song in the car and they all start crying. And I really think that's why they accepted our offer over all the rest, over all the counter offers. Thank you, Jordy, for your incredible songwriting skills. We find out we get it, and we're like in Hawaii as a family finding out we got the house all together, which was just so exciting. It was the best time and the worst time to find that out because we're all together, so we can all like talk through documents together and be on the same phone calls, and like that was really awesome. But also I felt like super tied to my computer and stuff, like having to miss out on things because I needed to be around to sign documents and be on phone calls and stuff because, like I said, it was a 10-day close. 8-day inspection, 10-day close, so it was just so fast, and I've never gone through this process before. And as you know, in Hawaii, you don't have great cell reception most places. So first of all, it's so crazy to me that the house feels huge. It feels like a mansion, but it's just so smartly laid out. It's actually only 400 square feet bigger than this apartment, but it's 3 bedrooms. So like for now, we'll have a guest room and an office, and then like down the line, if we have kids, it can totally be a forever home. The whole yard and everything is just so beautiful, and the way it's laid out too, it's like my parents' house feels so private and separate. Like we don't stare into each other's windows or anything, which is really, really nice. It's just perfect. And like I said, the fact that our monthly mortgage payments are literally exactly what we're paying for our apartments right now combined gives me so much peace, knowing like entering into a 30-year commitment is really scary, especially both me and Jordy being self-employed and like never really knowing how long our careers are gonna last and like if we'll have a dry spell and like whatever. But the fact that that's like not an increased cost for us right now once we've moved in feels so great. Of course, moving and furnishing and like paying the down payment and like all of those sorts of things feels like a lot. And then there's gonna be way more maintenance, like a yard and a pool. There's a pool. I'm so excited about that. So like, of course there's increased costs in that way, but it feels good to know that we're building equity on something as opposed to just putting it towards rent that will never seep back. It has been a long-term goal of mine, and I just feel like it's a very financially wise decision. And guys, we actually also, I don't remember if I said this, we got it appraised for more than we got it for. So it's like already a great financial decision, and I think Oceanside's just gonna boom. That's the story. I'll stop talking for now because you're gonna see me seeing it for the first time. Oh, that's the other crazy thing is we literally put in an offer only seeing it on FaceTime. And then the day after Hawaii, the real reason I got off in San Diego, as opposed to coming straight home, is I wanted to see the house in person before we lost our earnest money, which you put down 3% of the house value the whole day. And then you have a certain number of days to back out before you lose it all. And then if you back out, you lose 3% of the value of the house. So I was able to see it the day before losing earnest money, just to make sure I loved it as much in person, and I loved it even more in person. If closing goes well, I'll show you that footage in the next vlog, but it's just been such an experience. It's been such a whirlwind, and I'm so excited, and I've learned so much, and I need to do a whole video of things nobody told me about buying a house because nobody told me anything about buying a house, and there's so much I didn't expect. Crazy story, but we all just felt such peace about it, which like if all 4 of us felt such peace about it, and I was 99.9999999% sure we wouldn't get it, and I kept praying, God, if this is not the house, please take it away, please let it not go through, and things just kept falling into place and going through. So I feel so much peace about it, and I'm excited, and cheers! Okay. So I'm going to the pottery open studio in a couple hours because we get some free open studio time, and also I get some makeup hours because I'm missing some of my classes to be out of town. So I love getting to go for free because normally it's pricey when you pay per hour, but give me an honest opinion on this combo. It's kind of like girl goes to France where she has to walk miles and miles. I don't hate it.
Lost in a fruitless cause, false hope was all you brought. Oh, when the answers didn't seem so far. Where do you go when it gets dark? Where
I had a blast. I've missed this studio so much. I met a sweet subscriber. I trimmed a lot of cute things. I think I've realized that I like trimming even more than throwing. I throw so that I can trim because trimming's so fun and it's hard to mess up. And now I've placed a dinner order across the street because it's right next door right there. That's Picnic. Picnic's fully gluten-free. That's the only thing I ate when I was in the hospital because it's like super healthy. They don't use any seed oils and it's fully gluten-free. So I'm gonna drop off my big old water bottle, pick up my dinner and go home to Max and have a fun little Friday night because I'm out of groceries and there's no sense in buying more groceries if I'm leaving town in 2 days. You know what I mean? Good morning, guys. What did I do last night after tacos? I think I've just been doing the most random tasks on the computer, coordinating all the things, honestly ordering some furniture that takes like 2 months to ship, etc., etc., etc. And I just had coffee time with Jordy while getting ready this morning, and I tried on these new earrings because I wanted to show them. I wanted to try them on for the first time with him, and I think that they're so fun. I'm not gonna wear them today, but I want to go to something that I can wear these, like with an updo on a dress. Wouldn't that be fun? Today, my main goals are this morning, mostly deep clean the house before Davina comes to stay. And then I drop off Max at grooming at 2. And after that, then I need to get filming some campaigns and stuff before I go out of town because I leave tomorrow. And then I want to do the whole everything shower, like shower, hair wash, shave, self-tan, all that sort of stuff. So it's mostly a get life in order day. I tried to see if Jacqueline and Mark were available for lunch and they aren't. They're golfing. They're in their golf era. I am not mad about having a day to just kind of like focus and get everything in order. And I'm feeling good about it all. I'm sad to take off these earrings. They're so freaking cute. But today is literally clean house and go to grooming day, so we don't need these. Another thing, these have been drying almost 24 hours now, and they're feeling a lot more firm. I don't know if this glue stays like a little bit almost kind of rubbery or if it dries more, but I'm gonna try standing these up and see how it looks. Oh my golly gee. I think they just might work. Let's see the straight one. Is it weird that one is perfectly straight and 2 are organic? You think that's weird? Ah! Okay. Alright. This one doesn't really lean back as much as the other ones. I also am curious about if this could ever be a... Did I just make a dessert stand? Literally, look. Did I just make a... like... That's kind of fun. I've just finished filming some voiceovers for some projects and ads and such, and I think what I'm gonna do is set a 1 hour timer and see how much deep cleaning I can do in 1 hour. Put in a podcast or something and just get to it. You wanna come along? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sybil gives her crystal vision, futures in high definition. Traces your hand on a bad line. Keep a talisman for the end times. It's hard to keep the commitments based on lousy decisions. 7 digits and a pound sign. Silent judge on the sideline. Tell this to no one. Give in to no one. Tell this to no one. Okay, alright. Feels like a hot one here tonight. Glowing specks on the hillside, like Sausalito twilight. Ugly end of a raw deal. I know exactly how you feel. Slip back into old habits.
cleaned in here. I even vacuumed under the bed. If y'all have just wood floors under your bed, remember to do that because it gets crazy when you can see it all when it's not like in a rug or carpet. But we got dishes going for me to unload tonight so that it's empty for Davina. And in the morning I'll change sheets because my flight's not too early, which is awesome. And I did that in a little over an hour. And now it's time to go get one other thing cleaned, and that thing is the love of my life. And right over here. Hey Max! You're next, bud. So to finish getting ready to leave town, I have 2 other non-YouTube things I have to film today, and then I'm doing the whole full body shower. The house is clean, I need to get clean. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. But I wanted to say thanks again to Hollister for partnering with me on this video. I know I was just cleaning today, so I didn't want to get any of my cute stuff dirty today, but I packed literally almost everything that we unboxed for Oceanside because I want to wear it all. So I'm gonna have all those things linked down in the description box if you want to shop them and if you want to shop their sale that's happening. And I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video very soon.
So let's take all night, all night, all night.